one more preparation video here. We'll also look into my previous environment to see what we can expect from this one. Here's one object that I used in the previous environment. This weird skull here. From the previous environment I pretended that this is a text and the protagonist or whatever kind of reads the instructions here written on the skull. I just added a kind of a box where when you enter the area of the box just the sound plays, that's it. It's very crude solution. It would be very nice like if you would have to like really be close to it so it starts reading, and like if you move it then it stops somehow. Yeah, I have this weird object here. It's called a Buddha box or something like that, and I think it does prayers or something. How do you make it turned on? Let me see. It looks like a soap box. How do you turn it on? Oh, yeah. So all you can do is turn it on, and next track, and there is some sort of prayers or something like that. I think it could be interesting to use it in some puzzle. Not sure how. Might be some things will work only if the correct prayer is played or something. So here are some more examples of what I did with my previous VR environment. So you see some in-engine shots here that I posted on Instagram, so not such a good quality. Here you see I'm playing joggling with skulls and carrots. That was fun to do. Now of course you have seen this Half-Life Alyx. People are doing juggling things in Half-Life Alyx, so it must be fun, apparently. Unfortunately that it didn't end up as any sort of mechanics, because basically it's just a puzzle kind of solving thing. I'm not able to actually make new kind of mechanics, just use whatever Hammer Engine gives me. And the other thing, we will have some sort of tutorials, like here you see, again for my previous environment, this candle animation and the tree branch stuff. So I only posted this as very briefly fast videos in Instagram, but with this one I might just have them a bit slower with a bit more of explanation, so anyone can actually follow it, not just understand the concept, but actually see how it works, how to use tools and stuff. Well, let's see. Maybe we'll get inspired by having presentations of all my models in some physical form. This is my kettle for boiling water. And I have these cups here, but unfortunately they are not retopologized, so I would need to work if I would want to use them. So we might have a tea here, and then we have, basically I want to use these Nefertiti, Nefertiti, how do you say it in English? These sculptures here, Egyptian sculptures, just because I have them, and basically I cannot have any humans or characters in my game, because I cannot do it. I mean, not in reasonable time or budget of any sort, so these are the things that kind of still look like human, so for pictures or anything like that, they would work kind of nice. So we have one with a crown and one crownless. That could be some sort of thing. Maybe we have crownless, we make magic potion, and then she is queen. and then she does something. I don't know, I have to think of something like that. Just to use something that resembles a human character. So maybe I make different types of teas, and maybe I need to add something, sugar, something. So I would need to figure out some sort of, some sort of symbolic meaning to all of that. How can we make a magic drink to make someone to be a queen or king, to have magical powers or something? Oh, I don't know, I'm lost. Do we need food? Please eat meat, and then you'll be king, queen. So another problem I have is that I have a limited set of models, right? And do I want all of them to be part of puzzle or not? If not, why do I include an object which is just a decoration? And how many can I add as a decoration? Everyone takes time to set up and all of that. I cannot make hundreds of puzzles. So that's another question I have to answer. So another idea was, since I have no characters in my scene, and it would be nice to have them just from visual standpoint of view. So I have two statues of Nefertiti, one without crown and with a crown, and that could represent that one is kind of powerless and one is, godlike with powers and so on. So my first idea was to use all those tea things, all the tea, making tea with imaginary water and all of that, because again I cannot have water, I cannot make water, I cannot make particle simulations. Make water, kettle, water / kettle. I have no idea how to spell that. So, and basically my first idea was that it wakes up an octopus that lives in the well. And why was that? Because I have a well, I want to use it. It's kind of fun to have a well in the tower, which doesn't make sense. It's kind of interesting, I guess. And it would be nice to make actual octopus bursting out of the well and kind of ending, with a bad ending for the game quotes. So I was thinking I would have some sort of small toy figure of octopus again that you would have to imagine. But so now can I change it to Queen Nefertiti? But then why teeth and what comes out of the well? So no idea. I have to think about that.